Welcome, everybody, to this NBL Live Week 3 matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. I'm Sonny Weaver alongside DK and Doughboy as we get ready for this AFC West matchup. DK, the Denver Broncos, and Cole Parker, they had some issues in the preseason. Cole Parker breaks his legs out for the year. Austin Davis comes out of nowhere to lead them to probably an unforeseeable 2-0 start. What do we expect from Austin Davis tonight in this game?
Well, I definitely think the Broncos need to rely on C.J. Anderson and run the ball. Austin Davis has been doing a good job completing 70% of his passes, but he's only averaging 9 yards per catch so that he throws. So the Broncos just needs to dink and dunk and run C.J. Anderson and rely on this stouted beast defense that they have.
Looks like Oakland's going to receive the ball. Doughboy, this Oakland Raiders offense had some issues early on against the New York Jets. Looked to rebound last week. What do we expect out of this offense here in the first half?
Yeah, most definitely. This is a tale of two cars. First game against the Jets, he had a 48.5 QBR passer rating and just played terrible. And then game two against the Dolphins, he came out with 120 QBR. We really got to see which kind of car we're going to get today. If he connects to his new receiver, Devin Smith, and Amari Cooper, it could be a good game for Oakland.
As you mentioned, Amari Cooper is the standout wide receiver on this Oakland team. Devin Smith comes over in the trade from the Jets. And don't forget the wide receiver Thornton on the outside. Derek Carr is going to come under center for the first snap. Two wide receiver set, two tight ends. It's going to be a handoff to Murray up the middle. He's going to get hit at the line, keep moving. Probably going to get pushed back there. It's going to be 1 yard gain on the first play of the game.
Yeah, the Raiders always like to establish a run. They invested a lot of draft picks in their line. It's very young, very stout. They re-signed Murray last offseason and look for him to get a lot of snaps early in this game.
So the first three wide set, Carr in center, stack formation out to the left. Carr's changing the play at the line. He's going to flip the play. It's going to be Cooper on the line. Smith stacked behind Cooper to the right. Carr's going to drop back for a pass. He's looking. No one's there. A lot of pressure, and Carr rolls back about 20 yards and gets it out of bounds, just barely missing the sack there by Von Miller.
Very dangerous right there. That was not a smart play by Carr.
Not at all. The Broncos also brought in Vinny Curry in the offseason to help Von Miller on the other side. So hopefully that pass rush can get to the Raiders today.
So we're going to get a bunch formation out to the right. Smith and Cooper crossing. Smith, wow, errant throw there by Derek Carr, and he is not on the money so far today.
No, it was really a bad read. He had Amari Cooper breaking on the right side of the field, and he chucks it to a one receiver triple covered on the left. I don't know what was going on with Carr's reads right there.
Good stand by Denver, and they're going to get the ball back after a 3 and out. Decent punt there by Oakland to the 30-yard line. That's where it's going to be returned. Makes a move down to the 39-yard line, and that's where we're going to get to see Austin Davis in this Denver offense for the first time today.
See what Austin Davis can do. Hopefully they rely on the running attack and give him some time. They haven't allowed a sack all season, and they brought in Orlando Franklin in the offseason to solidify the offensive line. So see if they can hold up against Khalil Mack and Alden Smith.
We're going to get an I formation, twins to the left to start the game. Davis under center. Oakland's in the base formation. They're going to run to the wide side. Good run on the first down, 4 yards for C.J. Anderson. It's interesting, you got Khalil Mack off there to the left-hand side of Austin Davis, who's chasing down the play from the back. I wonder if it's going to be in the plan this week to run away from Khalil Mack.
I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. I mean, you got Alden Smith on the other side, so you got two dominant run stoppers and pass rushers on both sides. So they probably have to just focus on running in between the tackles instead of running to the outside.
Oakland stacks the box here. Denver's in a 4 wide. Safety finally drops back there. Davis changing the play at the line. C.J. Anderson off to his left.
And there you see the rebuilding of the Oakland's defense right there with their rookie safety Hart getting his pick in the game.
Hart baited him there. It looked like that was kind of a little bit of a high throw. Hart got underneath that, and it's a good turnover there by the Oakland defense. So Oakland gets set up here in decent field position, the 35-yard line in Denver. Not what they were looking for out of the first play or the first possession of the game. Derek Carr is going to come out. It's going to be a strong I formation, close. Thornton to the left. Thornton's going to break to the outside, and it's a throw outside to Thornton for about 9 yards on the play.
Yeah, it definitely looks like your Carr was trying to get back on target with that quick out route, get the feeling back with the receivers after that errant first drive.
A good play on first down. That's going to set up a 2nd and 2. Corner center. It's going to be a close formation on both sides.
It's
Single
stuffed.
back. Yeah, and that's not what they were looking for there. No gain on the play there, or short gain on the play there by Latavius Murray. I'm surprised they actually gave him anything on that.
Yeah, Denver's defense is really stout. They're 6th in the NBL in defense. But if you're going to do anything against this defense, you're going to have to run the football because they give up. They're in the last half of defense against the run.
Well, here's the first true test right here with Oakland's offense.
Going to be a handoff to DeMarco. Runs into his own guy, gets stuffed. I'm not sure he got it.
No, the thing they're going to give it to him. He got that second effort. Just barely broke the plane, first down.
Yeah, kind of crazy. He ran into his own guy there. Didn't think he was going to have it, but it looks like they gave him just enough on the spot there to get the first down. So Oakland picks up their first down of the game, 46-yard line. 3 wide out to the left. It's going to be a bunch formation. Carr in this pistol set. Crossing pattern. Looks to the outside and almost picked off by Denver.
Yeah, it's 1 for 4 starting off the game with Carr.
Like you said, the tale of two cars so far has been the bad tale, not the good tale.
2nd down following that incompletion.
The Carr is going to come out. Pistol set once again. 3 wide. Passes on the end of the line to the right. Cooper in the slot. Carr drops back. Cooper gets hung up, but he's going to get it to Cooper anyways, who gets it down the seam. Blown up when he catches it. Surprised he held on to that, but that's going to be good for a first down to the Denver 29-yard line.
Yeah, Shamarko Thomas laid the wood on Amari Cooper, but he was able to hold on to the ball. With DJ Hammond and Shamarko Thomas, they're trying to replace Darren Stewart on the back end of the defense.
That's grown man hands right there.
Let's see how they back up the big
I formation to Marco in front of Latavius Murray here. Going to be a handoff up the middle. Murray's going to break right, get hung up in the pile, spin a little bit, but not really get anywhere. It's going to be a 4-yard gain. Not a bad run, setting up a 2nd and 6 here.
Yeah, I'm looking for a play action right here to maybe a tight end.
Yeah, like you mentioned, tight end Cassis, who came out with a lot of expectations. He had a big year his rookie year. He's kind of fallen back into the crowd. He's kind of become the 3rd and 4th option on this offense. It'll be interesting to see if they use him here just outside the red zone. Single back formation, 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver. Thornton to the left, Cooper to the right. Going to be a handoff up the middle to Murray. Short gain of about 2 yards. Going to set up 3rd and 4 here on the Denver 23-yard line.
And this is going to be a big play for the Denver defense. They need to stop them to a field goal here and not get behind quickly, relying on Austin Davis.
Yeah, I definitely think Denver wants to be in a situation where Davis doesn't have to come back from a large deficit. I mean, he's a game manager 100% with Cole Parker being injured for the year. I mean, talk about a fluke accident there.
It's 3rd down coming up.
Carr comes out. It's going to be 2 tight ends off to the right, Cassis and Walford. Cooper out to the right, in motion across the field. He's going to drag underneath. He's going to sit down right in the middle of the zones, and that's a big play there for Amari Cooper for 10 yards down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, this drive's been really good for the Oakland Raiders. Derek Carr's been making good reads and getting the ball to his best receiver in Amari Cooper.
Single back set, twins out to the right, Thornton in the slot.
Tight end formation.
Carr's changing the protection at the line.
Dropping back to pass once again.
Sits in the pocket. He finds Thornton for a touchdown. Nice play by Derek Carr there as the Raiders score first.
Yeah, great patience on the man coverage to wait for the break to get the pass thrown. TD. Oakland goes up 7-zip.
And we've touched on this briefly, but if you're Denver, you can't get too far behind because Austin Davis is not the kind of quarterback that you want slinging it around the field. So it'll be important on this drive that Denver comes away with some sort of points. They're going to field it in the end zone, run it out to the 20-yard line. They're going to get stopped just before the 20-yard line, about the 19-yard line, and that's where we get to see Austin Davis come back out after throwing that interception on the last drive.
Yeah, I think Austin Davis needs to just focus on not doing too much. He needs to manage the game instead of trying to take over the game. I think after that first interception, he's going to be looking forward to just slow it down a little bit.
CJ Anderson behind Austin Davis in the single back. Khalil Mack's jumpy there.
First down at the 19.
Crossing pattern. Demarius Thomas with the short crosser. It's going to be good for about 4 yards on the first play.
Now, here's the Raiders defense.
If Austin Davis is going to be good today, he's definitely going to have to find Demarius Thomas. He's our leading receiver, and he's the only receiver on the team with the touchdown. So he might want to try to find a couple other guys too, because the Oakland defense is going to focus more on him.
Yeah, I look for Oakland to go a lot more man coverage. They invested a lot in the secondary in the draft, and looking to free up Mack and Smith in the blitz.
Nice catch there by Lattimore as he reaches over the defender to get that ball. Well covered by the Oakland defender, but he basically got out jumped there by Lattimore.
Yeah, Lattimore, I believe, is playing for a new contract this year, so look for him to try and make some big plays.
Austin Davis in the shotgun formation, 4 wide set. CJ Anderson to the left. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Anderson gets blown up at the 48-yard line, and he luckily hangs on to that ball, and that probably took everything he had to hang on to that one. At the end of the first quarter, it's going to be Oakland 7, Denver 0 as we get ready to start here the second quarter. CJ Anderson under center, I formation. Oakland rolls coverage to the left, and they go out to the right. Anderson's going to find a gap on the right-hand side, makes a move to the inside, and gets stopped at the 42-yard line of Denver.
Yeah, the Broncos are just being consistent with the run. Just keep on giving C.J. Anderson the ball and see what he can do to keep the drive going.
C.J. Anderson right now averaging just under 7 yards a carry. It seems like that would be the play right now in this game, is just give the ball to Anderson and get out of his way.
Yeah, he's a steamroller going downhill, so you got to continue to give him the ball.
And the more he runs well, you're going to be able to open up that deep play action to Demarius Thomas.
And speaking of that, single back set, Thomas out to the right by himself, Lattimore and Diggs out to the left, CJ Anderson in the single back backfield. It's going to be handoff up the middle. Anderson gets sniffed out there. It's going to be a 3-yard gain on first down, setting up 2nd and 7 here on the Denver 39.
I'm definitely liking how the Broncos are staying true to the run game. It looks like they're going to be looking to go play action here soon. They've been focused on the run, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, I think it's helping Davis settle.
Raiders are going to show blitz here on this 3-man shotgun set. Mack moving, pulls back off the line. He finds his man down the middle of the field. Good catch there. Austin Davis gets some help from his wide receiver, who takes the catch and then gets blown up afterwards. Good play there by Stephon Diggs.
Diggs been a good pickup. He's starting to put on this year. He didn't really get much playing time last year with the deep receiving core that they had last year, especially with Emmanuel Sanders. But this year he has a chance to shine a little bit.
Just 23 yards to the end zone.
Yeah, Diggs came over in free agency for the Vikings, and this year they were actually able to let Sanders walk out on free agency and not have to worry about the loss of receivers.
Almost a nice play there by the Oakland defender as Davis was looking for the short crosser out to the right-hand side, and it was read all the way, and the route was jumped. Just couldn't quite hang on to that ball. Dangerous play there by Denver, but good play by the Oakland Raiders defender.
Yeah, Khalil Mack was breathing down Austin Davis' neck, so he had to get rid of the ball quickly.
Once again, Raiders show blitz. Looks like they're going to bail out of that into a zone coverage. Davis throws there, and there were 2 guys there. It's always interesting when you see 2 guys in the same area. That's normally not how a play was designed, so I'm not sure if somebody ran the wrong route or what, but you had 2 guys there, and luckily one of them grabbed it and held on to it.
After that last reception, they are still
We got a big 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8 here for Austin Davis. Another bunch formation here by the Denver Broncos, single back set. Khalil Mack on the left-hand side moving, tries to make a move to the inside. Nice pass to the inside there. And that's going to be a touchdown, Denver. Austin Davis comes back down the field and leads his team after a turnover on the last drive. So Davis to Latimer, and we're going to look to tie it up here 7-7 with this extra point.
Yeah, as Doughboy said earlier, Lattimore's in a contract here, so he needs to make plays in order to stay with his team.
And that's exactly what the Raiders didn't want to happen right there. They tied the score up.
So Derek Carr is going to come out here at the 1-yard line looking to answer. I'm expecting to see maybe a play action shot here soon. They've been running pretty well with Murray, especially on first down. This may be a time to take a shot downfield, maybe Cooper or Thornton. Cooper is going to be wide to the left, 3 tight end set actually. It's going to be play action. That's what it is. They're looking down deep. Oh, and he misses. It looks like maybe Cassis running the little drag route across the field. So Derek Carr is just a lot of misfires so far in this game.
Yeah, it looks like the second out route he's missed. He sailed it over a high, and it's just off target right now.
That leads us to second down. The Broncos line up.
Latavius Murray lined up in the backfield alongside Derek Carr. Carr's going to drop back. He's looking down the center of the field. Ends up settling to go into the left. And that's going to be a nice catch there for about 9 yards on the play by the tight end Eric Cassis.
This is a big 3rd and 1 right here. If the Broncos can get a stop, they can get the game back in their favor here a little bit.
Yeah, especially with the time on the second quarter.
Now, Oakland did come out and go 3 and out in the first drive, so that does mean that Denver is going to get the ball at half. So Oakland can score here and not give up much time. What you don't want to do is score here or turn the ball over here 3rd and 1. So
Beautiful blitz for inside right
wow. And Denver read that all the way as they break through the line. Von Miller with the big tackle. So Oakland goes to a punt formation here, and Denver's going to get a chance to go up another 7 points here before half.
Yeah, like you were saying, Sonny, they can score here and then get the ball at half and score again. They'll open up a nice lead for them.
Denver makes a move, tries to get the outside, just can't quite get it, and they're going to get down at the 28-yard line. Austin Davis comes out after a rough start to start the game. Had a good solid drive last time, connecting with Latimer for the touchdown. Let's see what happens here as they come out tied with Oakland 7-7, 2:53 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, if Austin Davis can continue to find other receivers other than Demaryius Thomas, then he'll keep the Raiders on their tippy toes trying to figure out where he's going.
Going to be a play action. Into coverage. Bad read there by Davis, and that's going to be a nice little one move down to the 22-yard line. Big play by the Oakland defense.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed right there. The secondary stepping up, 2 interceptions in the first half.
Yeah, with the Broncos playing a solid team like the Raiders, they're really missing Cole Parker right now.
Just bad reads going on right now by this Denver offense. Carter's going to drop back. He gets flushed from the pocket. He's looking downfield, trying to find some help. He's going to go ahead and run, steps out of bounds at the 19-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 4 on the play. Good run there by Derek Carr to stay alive and not take the sack.
Yeah, flashbacks to his college days right there. He does not like running outside the pocket.
The only downside of that play may have been Carr actually stepping out of bounds instead of sliding, because it does stop the clock there until he gets up to the line. So if Oakland does score here, Denver will get a chance to retaliate, it looks like. Tate crosses the field. Oh, and Carr gets tackled for the big sack. A lot of pressure coming there from Denver, and they just can't pick up all the guys.
Yeah, they rush way more guys than Oakland could block, so you can't do anything in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, that was 5-on-5. I think somebody was just unaccounted for. They did blitz out of that dime position. So, unfortunately, a little miscommunication there across the Oakland offensive line. The young but heavily invested in offensive line of the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah, I think Carr missed the read. I mean, you had the guy crossing the field. He could have got the ball out.
That's going to be the 2-minute warning, and so with 2 minutes left here in the half, Oakland and Denver tied up at 7. Oakland's facing a 3rd and 13 here trying to at least come away with some points. A turnover here could just be crushing. Thorne to the right, motioning to the left. Thorne's going to make a move upfield down the seam. Not there. Oh, Cooper gets the catch, steps out of bounds, but he's going to be short of the first down, and it looks like Oakland's going to have to settle for a field goal.
Yeah, very good stop by the Broncos defense. They can't get the ball back and turn the ball over again. They need to slow it down a little bit on offense here. They can't go for it all here and have the turnover and give Oakland another chance to score.
Yeah, Davis is going to have to settle in, throw some shorter passes. Hopefully they can break open some receiving after the catch yards.
So Diggs is going to take it out of the end zone, but end up at the 20-yard line anyways. Brandon, not Diggs. The return game of Denver really has been non-existent so far this year. I'd like to see him maybe try a couple more moves coming out of that end zone. Either way, that's going to set up Austin Davis here on the 20-yard line. Meant 47 left. Plenty of time. The one thing you don't want to do here is actually take a deep shot early, score quickly, and give the ball back to Oakland. You need to manage the clock here to really make sure you do not give the ball back to Oakland. Davis in a shotgun set. Looks out to the right-hand side. Does get the corner out there to Demaryius Thomas, and that's going to be a first down on the play. Clock's ticking down to 1:35. While I don't want them to use up not enough clock, I would like to see them maybe hurry to the line, make the changes at the line. They're taking a lot of time here.
Yeah, with 3 timeouts, though, I don't think they're in too much of a press to sacrifice getting the right play called.
It's first down as they head to the line.
So Latimer out to the left. J.A., the running back, flexes way out to the left. So you got what appears to be a 5-wide set. Really, it's 3 and 2. Going to be a reception there by the tight end, and good play there by James. Get it down to the 49-yard line. But that clock's still ticking, and Denver may want to pick it up just a little bit at this point.
Yeah, I really thought James was going to head to the outside, stop the clock, go out of bounds, but he fought for the extra yard. I don't think that was the greatest choice, but like you said, clock's still ticking.
So the clock continues to tick. 3 wide to the left, Anderson to the right. James split out wide to the right. Davis goes down the middle and breaking tackles, spinning and rumbling and fumbling.
Latimer.
Nice play by Latimer, who's having a good game here down to the 21-yard line. And Denver's looking like geniuses right now because they've definitely managed this clock in the way they wanted to.
When are you going to use the timeouts, though?
That was Latimer's 4th catch for 72 yards. So Latimer having a big first half here on an NBL Live. 30 seconds left here in the half. Denver knocking on the door of the 21-yard line of the Oakland Raiders end zone. And it's a handoff up the middle to Anderson. And they're going to have to call a timeout here as there's 20 seconds left here in the half.
Yeah, I would have liked to see a timeout about a minute left. I think that they did some... They overthought this, maybe trying not to let Oakland get the ball back. But if they don't score, it's gonna cost them.
Denver's going to come out empty personnel, 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Davis in the backfield all by himself. Oakland in a quarter defense, sliding guys down the line. Davis sits back there, has the time, thrown down the middle, but James can't hang on to it as he tries to one-hand it, but gets blown up at the same time.
Yeah, it only took 5 seconds off the clock. He has time for one more play, and then he's going to have to kick the field goal, tie the game up going into half.
You know, Denver can get a first down just by getting 5 yards on the play. I don't think they have to take the shot to the end zone right here. A first down here, they've got the timeouts. Got to get the new downs here, though. And that's what they do.
Play right there.
Demaryius Thomas just trucks the defenders for the touchdown, and that was all Demaryius Thomas right there.
Yeah, that was beautiful right there, right over 2 defenders. And it looks like Denver did exactly what they wanted to do. They killed the clock down to 10 seconds left, pretty much enough time for a return and a Hail Mary if they choose to.
That was just a beautifully executed drive there by Austin Davis in this Denver offense. Raiders
Yeah.
are going to come out about 7 seconds left. I expect them just maybe to down and run the ball here and get into halftime. Denver does get the ball coming out of half, though, so do remember that Denver is going to get a chance to tack on some more points here.
Yeah, that was a confidence boost right there for Davis, leading the team down the field in 2-minute drill.
And Carr's going to go ahead and just hand it off, but nothing happening there. So after a half here in Oakland, Denver leads Oakland 14-10. Denver's about to take the second half kickoff here, and Doughboy, what are we looking at here for the second half? What does Oakland need to do differently?
Well, I think Oakland's definitely going to have to get some more pressure on Davis. Their secondary has come up big, but they haven't really got any sacks. Mac's been jumpy, but I look to see the blitz come, try and get Davis off his game, because he definitely got down the field of this last drive for the 2-minute drive and scored. And if Denver scores here again, it's going to be tough. Carr's not having the greatest passing game.
So C.J. Anderson, who was averaging at one point late in the first quarter, about 7 yards carry. Haven't heard much from him lately. It'll be beneficial to the Broncos here to try to get Anderson rolling. I formation, twins out to the left-hand side, and it is going to be a handoff to Davis, or Anderson, excuse me, who runs up the middle for no gain.
Yeah, Anderson has been non-existent since the first quarter, but Davis at the same time, he's had to bring the team back 2 times for a drive. Got the team in a good position right now with a 4-point lead.
Pistol set here. Austin Davis, he's going to hand off to Anderson, who makes a break for the outside, but he gets gunned down from the back there by Khalil Mack, and Mack just is not allowing anybody to run on him today.
No, not at all. Khalil Mack is just a beast. He came around that edge and got him before he got loose over on the right side.
So Khalil Mack runs down the run on second down, and that's going to set up a 3rd and 8 here for Austin Davis in this Denver offense. Latimer's in the slot on the 3 wide to the left. Oakland's going to come up and press the line. Nobody further than 10 yards back. Davis throwing downfield. There's a man there, and it's going to be picked off.
That's the 3rd interception for the day.
Poyer gets the interception, but I'll tell you what, that was just a lob ball by Austin Davis. If he would have put a little heat on that, he probably should have caught that as far as it being the Denver guy.
Yeah, he basically just threw it to Poyer. He just lobbed it up for a prayer instead of trying to put it right on the spot.
I don't know if Davis has the deep ball skills to be able to get the ball on the spot.
Carr barking out orders at the line. Smith's in the slot, streaking down the field. And Carr returns the favor as he throws it. He throws it back, but there's going to be a flag. It looks like it's going to be a block in the back on the interception, but that's okay, as the Denver Broncos are going to retain possession down to their own 20-yard line. But Derek Carr just gives it right back after the horrible Austin Davis throw, and it looks like Carr felt bad for that Denver offense.
Yeah, I don't think the deep bomb there was the smartest choice. I mean, it's much better to play it smart, run, get the ball going.
Yeah, right now the Denver offense needs to go back to the run game and the dink and dunking that was working earlier in the game instead of trying to go out of what Austin Davis can do.
Going to be an outside handoff to Anderson. Anderson breaks back inside. Good run on first down. A gain of 8 on the play.
Yeah, nice cut right there for about 2 extra yards.
Those 2 yards, those are the hidden yardage in this game. A game this close, every yard counts, and so that is a big run there by Anderson, setting up a 2nd and 2 here. The yardage differential right now is amazing. It's 174 Denver to 74 Oakland. Oakland been the beneficiary of some bad turnovers so far, but really this has been all Denver. Play action. Davis looking downfield, almost picked off again, and he was read the whole way by the middle linebacker there.
Yeah, getting out of Davis' element there. He needs to go back to what he does best. When he continues to throw the ball down the field, Oakland's jumping over everything.
Yeah, a little more touch though. If he could have got over that linebacker, it would have been a big gain right there. But that's a big if with Austin Davis.
Davis drops back, throws it falling away to James. Davis throwing off that back foot, just kind of dumping it off to James. I think he may be getting a little antsy in that pocket.
Yeah, Wyatt James is like his safety net. Good tight end right there. He makes a lot of good plays for this team.
60% on the day.
Davis comes out, shotgun set. 3 wide, 1 tight end, all close.
First down at the 34.
Davis drops back,
Throws the pass.
dumps it down to the running back. Running back gets tripped up, but spins off and keeps pulling. Good play there for the first down.
Yeah, if you watch that play, he had the deep pass that might have been open, but I think with the way that the game's going, he decided that the dump pass was safer, and it definitely got him some nice 15 yards right there.
Going to be an I formation. Thomas to the right, Latimer to the left. It's going to be tight. Davis play action, looking downfield, deep out route. James with the play runs into his own guy. I think if he doesn't run into his own guy, he could still be running right now, but big play there by the Denver Broncos offense.
Yeah, short to intermediate passes is where Austin Davis needs to continue to throw the ball and stay away from the deep pass. They're up right now, and all the momentum is on their side, so they don't need to give the game away here.
Set up now at the 28-yard line. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to
A lot of beef on the line here. Single back, 2 tight ends out to the right. Anderson in the backfield.
Anderson's going to secure the hand.
Anderson once again chased down from behind by Khalil Mack, and Khalil Mack's making his presence known in the running game.
Yeah, he's chasing down anybody in the backfield.
Maybe a play action to that side, a little bootleg out that direction, get Mack over pursuing. But right now, Denver's not too worried as they're in the side the 30-yard line, looking to get some points here. Oakland shows blitz once again.
Little jumpy right there.
Going to get a false start here on the offensive line here of Denver. Going back them up to 2nd and 15. Notice Thomas was in the slot in that last formation. Let's see if they come back out in the same formation.
Yeah, Khalil Mack's been all over the field, so it got the whole offensive line a little jumpy there.
And now, after the penalty, it's 2nd down and 15.
So we come back
James
out
wide
3
right.
wide.
3 to the left. James out on his own island out there. Blitz coming from the open side.
There's
Carr
the
gets
boy
it
Latimer.
excuse me, not Carr. Davis gets it off just in the nick of time, and Latimer with another catch. Latimer having a big game, 5 receptions for 89 yards so far in this game.
Contract season. That's what happens whenever your money's on the line. You got to make plays.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're
Yeah, and from my inside source, he's asking for a nice contract, so we'll see. He's showing it right now.
Anderson up the middle, probably cut back a hole too far as he had a little more room, just 1 hole over, but he gets 4 on the play, setting up a 2nd and 6 here.
Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Denver's also doing good clock control right now. We have down to a minute left in the third. They're driving on the 12-yard line.
First down.
Handoff to Anderson, gets run down by Khalil Mack in the back again. Khalil Mack doesn't quite get the tackle, but he slows him down just enough to get cleaned up by the other defenders.
Yeah, I'm thinking the run needs to be more out of the I form, get a fullback in there, because the shotgun sweeps, Mack is eating alive right now.
Well, if
Maybe-
you notice, all the runs have been out to the right. They need to maybe try running at Mack, get a blocker on him instead of that running away, whereas most blockers don't really touch him. But we know we won't have a run here as it's 5 wide. Going to be a little dump off to James, who may have enough for the first down. We'll have to wait for the spot, and it does set up a 1st and goal from the 6-yard line here for Denver.
Yeah, I have the same thoughts also, Sonny. They need to start running towards Khalil Mack and not having him with no blockers on him.
Well, here's the I formation coming up right here. Let's see if they go right up the middle.
Going to be a pitch out to Anderson. Block doesn't get held at the point of attack, and that's going to be a tackle for a loss back to the 10-yard line. I'd like to see him maybe try that, not necessarily down here in the red zone, more out in the open field, However, that's a good attempt there by Denver, who leads 14-10 at the end of the third quarter. Denver tapping on the door here of the Oakland Raiders as they're up 4 points, looking to go up by an extra touchdown.
Yeah, that tackle actually was by the first-round draft pick Kilgore. We haven't seen much of him in this game, but he is definitely, from what I heard, making a huge impact on this team.
Oakland shows blitzes. Oh, nice play there. And that may have been Kilgore, again, who you were just talking about.
It was. They love Kilgore. They invested the fourth-round pick, and he sealed the game last week, and he's doing it again right now, just stepping up, making big plays.
Yeah, this is definitely a big play right here for the Oakland defense to keep it a one-possession game here.
Oakland's in quarters, so they're trying to clutter up some around. It's going to be a screen pass out to the right. Gets sniffed out. Nice play by the defensive tackle there to not give up on that screen play.
Yeah, once again, Khalil Mack was back there in the backfield again. He has been big this game, keeping them in the game.
So Denver goes up a full touchdown after that drive, setting up here for Oakland, coming down 7, 5:40 left here in the fourth quarter.
And I know we touched on it earlier, Sonny, with the injury to Cole Parker. What have you noticed from this Denver team since the start of this season? They lost Parker in preseason to a broken leg for the year.
Obviously, Cole Parker had a high trajectory early on in his career. Kind of tapered off, but he did get them into the Super Bowl last year. So losing a Super Bowl, at least capable quarterback, is tough. But Austin Davis has worked out amicably for everybody involved in that I know he doesn't believe he's the full-time starter, but for this year he knows it's his team and it's going to be his team to try to lead. And as they're 2-0 looking to go 3-0 here in position, Davis has shown that he can manage the game. You're just not going to try to put the game on his shoulders, have him bombing it downfield. Interesting note here, Denver 240 yards, Oakland still just 74 yards so far in this game. Derek Carr in the single back set, 3 wide. We get a motion from Thornton. It's going to be a pitch outside to Murray. Murray gets sniffed out but finds the corner, breaks a tackle, and he's going to get shoved down at the 30-yard line. Good play by Latavius Murray.
Yeah, we saw some good top-end speed right there for him to hit the corner at the last second. Real good run by Murray.
Yeah, let's see if Oakland can break 100 yards offensively with this drive right. I believe they're only at 75 yards right now.
They bring in the extra tight end.
Denver switches the sides. They flip their play. Oakland changes the play at the line. It's going to be handoff up the middle. Big gap there by Murray. Murray makes a move. Another good run there by Murray, 12 yards. 8 rushes, 25 yards, doesn't look too good, but if you look at his last 2 carries, he's accumulated about 22 of that in 2 carries.
Well, like I said earlier, the Denver defense is really good, but if you want to get them where it hurts, run the ball on them.
So this Denver defense last season changed from a 3-4 to a 4-3, and they felt like they started getting a little more pressure, and that helped lead them to their Super Bowl run. Obviously, today it's held Oakland under 100 yards into 10 points, so maybe things changed in Denver with that simple switch from a 3-4 to a 4-3. Derek Carr is going to come out, 3 wide set. Play clock's clicking down, so they're going to have to hurry up and get the play off here. It's going to be a play action. He's looking across the field, looking deeper down the field. Catches the ball. Smith, he does catch it and drags his toes down to the 48-yard line of the Denver Broncos before stepping out.
It's nice to see Carr be patient in the pocket. Too many times he's rushed the throw. Right there, he waited till the play opened up. Big gain.
There was pressure right in Carr's face there, so it was nice to see Carr make a play with pressure in his face. 3 wide set. Cast this off to the right. Latavius Murray in the backfield. Cooper in the slot, so watch Cooper on this play. Carr's checking at the line, changing the play. He gets Thornton on the crosser, the opposite side, down to the 40-yard line of the Denver Broncos. It's going to be about 8 yards on the play.
Yeah, this has been a really solid drive for the Raiders. They're only down 7 points. All they got to do is continue to drive the ball down the field to give themselves a chance.
So Derek Carr's throwing at about 60% on the day. A lot of his more accurate throws have been the shorter to mid-range. Some of the deeper mid-range throws so far today have been quite off. Not on this drive, though. Carr's been on the money. 2nd and 2, Carr quiets the crowd, hands the ball off to Murray. Murray makes a play up the field down to the 36-yard line for a first down here as the clock continues to click in Oakland. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left. Oakland trailing Denver 10-17.
Yeah, this is a really good drive right here. It's really important. The Raiders' schedule coming up. They have Chiefs next week and then Panthers before their bye. They definitely want to try and get a win here with the division rivals, go into the 2 hard games ahead with a victory.
So Denver's going to stack the box. They got 7 guys in the box, bringing the pressure. Carr makes a dangerous throw to Cooper, who just gets in front of the defender to make the catch, and he bails his quarterback out there because that looked like an interception.
Yes, it did. Cooper stepped up to his elite status right there, snatched that ball right out the air.
Carr not quite on his game, but they're in this game, trailing just by 7 here as we get close to 3 minutes. We're going to get a 3 wide receiver set. Thornton and Smith out to the left. Smith dragging across the field. He gets chased down from behind. Not going to be a whole lot. It looks like 1 on that play.
Yeah, there's not going to be much running away from Bradley Rope. He has elite speed, so them drag routes right there aren't going to work so well.
Carr comes out. You got a bunch of formation out to the left, Thornton to the right. They're flooding the left-hand side. Carr sitting in the pocket, looking downfield. He drags his feet, and that's a touchdown. Good play there by Derek Carr. Good reception, and that's going to tie it up. Amari Cooper with the touchdown grab. And we got a tie game here in Oakland, 17-17. Denver gets the ball with about 2 minutes, 45 seconds left.
That was such a nice dot. He had Latavius Murray open in the flats, but he was patient. He waited for Cooper to get open in the corner of the end zone, and Cooper made another great catch.
Denver runs it out from the end zone, runs into his own guy, but does stumble out to the 22-yard line. That's where Austin Davis is going to come out and try to win this game for the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, can he do another 2-minute drive? He did one in the first half. Here's his chance to win the game.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued on what Austin Davis is going to do right here. This is a really good game, fellas.
Now, Oakland's got all their timeouts, so they've got plenty of time along with the 2-minute warning. Oakland here, the big thing is they need to get a stop with enough time to try to score their own play. I formation set, close. Demarius Thomas out to the right. C.J. Anderson in the backfield. It's going to be a pass downfield. Almost intercepted by Kilgore. Kilgore's going to wish he got that one back because they hit him right in the hands.
Yeah, it looks like the timing is completely off right now with the out routes and timing routes with Davis. Kilgore easily could have intercepted that ball and sealed the score, pick 6.
Oakland puts 7 in the box. Davis under pressure, dumps it out to C.J. Anderson, who catches the ball, makes a move down to the 35-yard line. Good play by C.J. Anderson. Good play there by Austin Davis as well. Notice the pressure in his face, realizing there was no coverage out in the flat. And that's the kind of play that the Denver Bronco needs Austin Davis to make. Not the play downfield, but the play to save the sack. Oakland's going to stack the line here in this close formation by Denver. Davis under center, drops back. Looking for the out route, throwing the out route, and that's none other than Latimer.
Yeah, Latimer's had a real big game today.
And the 2-minute warning sounds here. The Oakland and Denver are tied up at 17. Denver's on their own 44-yard line. 2 minutes. All timeouts for both teams right now. 2nd and 1. Denver's looking to try to win this and move to 3-0, while Oakland tries to not drop from 1 and 2. So Oakland shows blitz, bringing a bunch of guys up into the box. Anderson takes the handoff, gets stuffed at the line for no gain.
Yeah, Raiders brought everybody. They read that run from the beginning and stuck with it.
Yeah, big 3rd and 1 right here. Let's see who will do what. Will the defense stand up, or will the offense keep on running the clock to try and get in field goal position?
So 3rd and 1 here. The clock continues to run here in Oakland. Minute 30 left on the clock. Austin Davis, the backup quarterback to Cole Parker in this game, Parker breaking his leg in preseason, so the backup's trying to lead their team to a 3-0 start. Anderson in the backfield, I formation. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Jackson, the fullback, who does get the first down a little bit more, down to the 48-yard line of the Denver Broncos. Now, Denver's going to want to hurry this up here as the minute 15 clicks away on this clock.
I think Denver's in good shape, too, because their kicker, McManus, has a boot. So all you got to do is get him near the 40-yard line. I think he can end this game there.
I don't remember, but I think the Raiders built a dome, so I don't think they have any wind to deal with. So
the clock continues to run. You'd think Oakland could consider a timeout, but they're going to let it run, so they're going to put all of it on their defense. 6 in the box here once again for Oakland. I formation pistol set. It's going to be play action to Anderson. Throwing downfield to James, and that's going to put him in field goal range here. So now if you're the Oakland Raiders, what do? You call timeout, or are you just going to sit here and let them run it down?
I mean, they're in a tough situation. They called the timeout.
yeah, you have to call the timeouts here because you know the Denver Broncos are going to come out and run it.
So the Broncos come out here, I formation, expecting a run here to C.J. Anderson. Raiders going to move. It is a handoff to Anderson, who runs up the middle, bounces off his own guy down to the 26-yard line. Oakland's going to take their second timeout of the half.
Yeah, C.J. Anderson better hold on to that ball because all of the Raiders defense is looking for the strip.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. Anderson's lined up directly behind the quarterback.
Oakland shows blitz, knowing it's coming to Anderson. Anderson up the middle, through a huge gap, and it's going to be a first down, and that's going to probably end this game as they're going to run out McManus here for the field goal try. 20 seconds left on the clock, and it's going to tick down. And the Denver Broncos, I'll tell you, Austin Davis shows a lot of resiliency after throwing some interceptions early in this game to lead them back for this game-winning field goal.
Defense crowd the line of scrimmage. Look out, this could be a blitz.
Straight down the middle.
And that's going to be the game. Denver's going to win this, move to 3-0. Oakland drops to 1-2. DK Doughboy, player of the game. I would say, and I'm leaning towards our good friend, contract year player, Cody Latimer. What do you guys say to that?
I actually have Austin Davis player of the game. I know he has 3 interceptions, but both halves, he took the ball, 2 minutes left, drove down and scored. That's just impressive. I have to give the player of the game to Austin Davis.
Although Austin Davis did play well when it counted the most, a lot of these good plays that were big were from Latimer. So I will go with Latimer for the player of the game.
So we've got a 2-1 vote, and it looks like the NBL Live player of the game is going to be Cody Latimer, wide receiver for the Denver Broncos. For all of us here at NBL Live, we appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you tune in for our next game. This is Sonny Weaver, DK, and Doughboy saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.